What's up everybody, how you doing? It's yours truly, Fitz City. Hope you guys are having an awesome day. Finally, we're going to go over the top 5 Dragon types for the Master League. Now, all these Pokemon have already been talked about, whether it was in the Great League or the Ultra League, so this is going to be a much quicker video, and basically just going over why these made the top 5 based off their stats. So first off, right away, Rayquaza. The attack, 284, 170 defense, 213 stamina, is just absolutely insane. Rayquaza is actually, without PvP, the best Dragon type Pokemon in the game, and we'll go over the moves also at the end. I have a great infographic by Orange Heart. So it's a no-brainer that Rayquaza makes the top 5 list for one of the best Dragon types, and the same thing goes for Giratina, but in a completely different fashion. The attack stat's not that great, but the defense and the stamina stat is what makes this Pokemon so good in the Master League. It can take the hits. And one thing I've noticed about PvP is being able to take hits is very, very important. If we go back to Rayquaza, it's kind of squishy, 170 and 213 as opposed to 225 and 284. So there's a huge difference there. Basically what I'm saying is if you have a Giratina against a Rayquaza, you're going to stomp it regardless of the attack stat. It is almost 100 difference. Yeah, almost 100 difference, but because Giratina can take the hits, it could win the battle. Now, it's a lot to do with the moves too, which, like I said, we'll go over at the end. Now, Lone Executor, again, pretty good stats, a pretty good attack stat. Defense is low, but the stamina is 216. Now, there's a Pokemon that I kind of want to put in place on this spot for the 3rd position, is also Latios, because of its stats as well. Latios is a little bit more well-rounded, but its moves aren't that great. So you can really switch out Executor and Latios, and I'm going to put those both in the 3 spot. So we'll go over the moves, that's why. Dragonite. Dragonite, obviously, great stats. The reason why it belongs on this list, the moves are usable. Dragon Tail, Outrage, very good moveset. And then finally, Latios. Latios is a beast. It has a higher attack stat than Dragonite, 268. It has a higher defensive stat than Dragonite, 198. And the stamina is just a little bit lower as opposed to Dragonite, but it has a good moveset. Now, real quick, I want to reiterate that the legacy moves for Dragonite are optimal, but I realize that a lot of people don't have access to that, so that's why I'm not going to mention it. So if we go over to Orange Heart's infographic he made for me and his social medias, Rayquaza will run Dragon Tail with Ancient Power and Air Lace. Both those moves power up very quickly, so you can get those off and melt your opponent's shields. Dragon Breath, Dragon Claw Psychic, Dragon Claw, same difference, trying to melt those opponent's shields and deal damage. So if you pin a Latios against a Rayquaza, you'll win. If you pin a Latios against a Dragonite, you'll win, because you have the Dragon Breath and the Dragon Claw. That's why. Now, see, I have Dragonite here, and like I mentioned, with just Dragon Tail and Outrage, because that's a great move, and Hurricane's good coverage as well. It's a very interesting move, flying move, because it does stab and some pretty high damage for a 1-bar move. Now, if you have a Dragon Breath, Dragon Claw, Dragonite, it's still going to be on the list. It's still a really good moveset. We chose Latios because it has Dragon Breath. Now, remember I told you guys Alolan Executor could be on this list as well, with Dragon Tail and Seed Bomb with Dragon Pulse. It's because of Seed Bomb. Seed Bomb has a very quick charge time, as opposed to, you look at Latios here, it has Outrage and Thunder. 2 moves, especially Thunder, takes a long time to charge up. Outrage doesn't take very long, but Seed Bomb takes a lot less time than Outrage. So you can see why I was kind of, meshing Alolan Executor and Latios together, is because of the moves. How usable is Alolan Executor as opposed to Latios? Because Kyogre is a very, very common Pokemon in the Master League to go up against. Those Seed Bombs you can fire off in rapid succession, as opposed to firing off a rapid succession Outrage or Thunder. You see what I'm saying? That's why Latios and Alolan Executor are kind of put together in that spot. But Latios is a good Dragon type nonetheless, because of the Dragon type fast move. And then, of course, no-brainer, Giratina, Dragon Breath, Dragon Claw, Shadow Sneak. Need I say more? That's why your Giratina... Funny thing, your Giratina will melt through Rayquaza, Dragonite, Latios. Now, a Giratina and Latios matchup would be interesting. I'd love to see that. If you max both those Pokemon out, I'm not sure who the victor would be, because Latios has a high attack stat, but Giratina has very, very high tankiness. So that'd be an interesting situation to see there. Both Shadow Sneak and Dragon Claw do super effective damage against Latios. That's something to keep in mind. So that would be an epic matchup, a one for the ages. But there you guys have it. That's a pretty fast top 5 Dragon types in the Master League. The Master League videos will be pretty quick because a lot of the Pokemon that we talked about in the previous leagues will probably fall over into the Master League. But that's actually not the case for some typings like Electric and Fire, for example. So I'm not sure what typing I'm going to do next. Let me know in the comment section down below what typing you guys would like me to go over. Do you want me to go over Psychic, Ghost, Fire? You guys let me know in the comment section down below. I'll pick one from what you guys say, and we'll start from the beginning. Top 5 Great League of that type, then Ultra, then Master, so you guys know how to mold teams around certain typings to have that maximum damage and win some of those PvP battles. Also, make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. Be part of the Fitz City fam. That's your boy Fitz City. I'm signing off. See you guys in the next Pokemon Go video.